do come in.
What is all this mess? Oh, a pleasure to have you here, Chancellor.
So glad you could come. We are putting the finishing touches on the school, and I need your help, as you are an expert.
Kind words, but I am also a gentleman. And if I am to help you, I simply must insist we cannot speak of sex in any way. It would not be decent nor proper.
Yes, it is best to focus our energies on the task at hand. And sex would only be a vile distraction. Everyone knows that it is best to repress one's sexuality, lest it run amok, destroying them and most likely all society.
Very well then. It is agreed. We shall not speak of sex once the planning of the school begins. Let us begin. What drawings have you made so far? May I see? I'll take a seat over here.
Yes, here we are. Please note in the rendering that the school and the dormitory, where the young girls and boys will be sleeping, have been placed near one another to facilitate access.
I certainly have noticed this, yes. But I've also noticed a problem with the layout of your dormitory.
Allow me to point it out to you. You have no demarcation line separating the boys from the girls in the dormitory. No walls separating them from one another. Don't you think that you would need to have that? Yes. Oh, yes, of course. How could I possibly have missed that in my planning? It would not be proper or civilized for there not to be a barrier. Moving on. I was thinking we could place the lavatories here and here.
Before you continue, would you clarify something for me, sir?
Of course.
Which one of these are the girls' bathroom, and which one of these are the boys'? You did, of course, mean to separate these facilities. We would never want to imagine what would happen if we didn't make that division.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, we will make a note of that right away, won't we? Yes, you have a keen eye for this sort of thing, sir. You're truly a man of science. Well, now, I would like to show you where we'd like to put the astrophysics.
Before we continue with such trivial matters, I must ask, since we have established that no boy is to go into the girls' side of the dormitory, and that all children must use the toilets that are assigned to the agenda, what then would be done with a child who is not following these rules?
I'm afraid I don't follow you, sir.
We will need a place of detention, where discipline can be administered so that order can be maintained. We would not want the rest of the children to be saturated in the corruption of one rebellious one.
I suppose you could place it out here somewhere, far from the rest of the building plans.
Splendid, old boy. We truly are making headway.
Yes, this school is much more prepared to teach lessons to use than before. We have made great progress. I'm sure much more than if we had allowed ourselves to talk in any way about sex, or let knowledge of it enter into our discussion or decision-making process.